It's the Caleb MTGO Show.
Looking at Caracas. Looking at Gut. Looking at Grim Monolith. Pretty big fan of that Grim Monolith card. I think highest win rate of all these cards is probably the Caracas. This is going to fit whatever deck you're doing too. Always a good thing. I think I'm going to Grim. I want to Grim it up. Hey, Sop Rotten Agenda. Ooh. A little artifact start here. A little artifact start. Hey, thanks, I'm333. My wife has wanted one basically since when we got together. And I'd always said, you know, when the timing is right. And she was very, what's the word? Respectful of that and such. And she also wanted some stability before adopting a pupper. Timing felt right. We just went to the animal shelter just to look, you know. No expectations. Just, you know, no harm in looking, right? But then there was a little dog that just fit like everything we were looking for. Extremely chill. Extremely calm and friendly. Which is kind of rare in a puppy. I usually prefer to adopt older dogs because they can have a harder time finding homes. But my wife has also only adopted older dogs and wanted to train a dog from the beginning where you don't have to, you know, get all the bad habits out of it. Well, yeah, that's reasonable. Thinking about this Hull Breacher. Thinking about that counter spell, huh? Hull Breacher better if we get some draw sevens. Counter spell better. I guess the 1 blue versus 2 blue is a difference, huh? So the Lava Spur Boots is a really nice one to grab with Urza's Saga. I do like Ballista a lot. That's why you're not allowed to go to a shelter just to look, right? Yeah. We were like looking at cats too. Just like, man, maybe we should get a cat, you know? I like cats a lot. My absolute favorite dogs tend to exhibit some cat-like tendencies. This one is smaller than the average house cat. Just the smallest dog I've ever seen. Little sink into stupor, pretty free. Can't skimp on the puppy pictures. Yeah, they're holding it until tomorrow to get it spayed. But we can scoop it literally tomorrow night. There will be lots of puppy pictures. Yeah, I'm tempted by the No More Lies and the Haywarmite here. I'm not sure which is going to do me better. Actually, let's grab Volcanic. Volcanic opens up Wheel of Fortune. It'd be kind of nice to have Wheel of Fortune Hull Breacher, huh? And maybe like some other off splashes, like a Dak Faden could be fine now. Crucible is interesting with Saga. I don't like it with just Saga. Storm Chasers is nice if you get some power later. Way to rebuy that. Plays well with a Paradoxical Outcome too, which we could be with this Grim Monolith here. I think I'm supposed to grab that. There's 2 very interesting cards for me here. And like we do have a Vault for the Pyrite Spellbomb. Years of Saga, but I think Relic of Sauron and Displacer Kitten are the 2 big ones. If we end up with the workshops, then I really want stuff to play off the workshops, stuff that makes the workshops worth it, and Relic's a really good one for that. I'm just gonna snag it. My God, the Doji. 6 cats? That's a lot of cats. Hey, thanks, Zach. Some interesting options here. Portal to Phyrexia is a tinker target. Metamorph. Just good in general. One cool thing about Metamorph, so we've got Karn and we've got Urza Saga. When you start making Saga tokens, it's better just to have more of them. Just like more and more, just like double down, triple down on them. So having Metamorph just be an extra Saga token is really nice. We have both things that make them so far. I think we'll lead Metamorph over Portal. Hey. Alright, now somebody gotta pass me that damn workshops, huh? Where's the workshops? There's a Lotus Petal. I kind of dig the Thopter Foundry just as a way to get rid of the One Ring. I'll grab the Petal. What kind of puppy? It's this tiny little Chihuahua. And it was like shivering just because it doesn't have very much fur. Perhaps the worst breed of dog for a harsh, frozen Wisconsin environment. We're going to have to get him a bunch of little doggy outfits to go on walks and stuff, bundle them all up. But it'll be fun to put like band patches on the little doggy jackets and stuff. It'll match us when we all go out. Thinking about Candelabra, huh? Thinking about Candelabra. I like that Candelabra card. Yeah, right? Where's the Academy at? The little jackets will indeed be cute. Yeah, exactly. The Doggo Battle Vest. Any names for the puppy? I think we're going to go with Conan, which might be related to... we just watched the director commentary of Conan the Barbarian, so that might be fresh on our minds. Oh yeah, Graham. You have a little rat terrier that needs little paw boots. Nice. It's so hard for me to pass Emrakul, but this does not seem to be the deck for it. We have a Narset already. Or, I'm sorry, we have a Hull Reacher already, which kind of makes me want to grab Narset. Soul Guide Lantern is tutorable with Saga. Let's grab the Narset. I'm going to take this Voltaic Key. It plays really well with the One Ring that we have already. One Ring and Grim Monolith, right? Nice. Dress down, pretty big non-bow with our deck. Kind of like the Cutter. Do I own a white-bordered Guru Island? I do. I own one of each. Yeah, I've been actually meaning to get them altered. I think Siebes. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Just the calmest, sweetest little puppy I've ever seen in my life. Wow, this is really not my pack, huh? No Moxen, no Power, no Academy, no Workshops, just nothing. I guess I'm grabbing Bombardiers. It's a handy answer to a One Ring. In a pinch. There's that deck I was mentioning earlier. Could also grab Bloodstained Mire. Fetch the Volcanic out. Make our mana better. Mana's not amazing right now. Yeah, kind of close, I think. We do already have Skydiver in the sideboard. It's got to do in deck things. So Memory Jar is not really a combo with Narset. You crack Jar on your own turn. Your opponent doesn't really get to use their 7 cards anyway. It is plus 7 mana with Hull Breacher, but not nearly as backbreaking as any other draw 7. Hey, thanks, Poota's Gods. Yeah, we don't quite have the red stuff for Fury. You could still play it and just plan on hard casting it every time. Might even be good. Thinking about Jeweled Amulet. Should probably be considering the DeLorean revealed too. I mean, we have very little in the way of actual removal. Maybe I should just grab the Fury. Of course, we got the Workshop next to the Echo of the Eons. This Echo is very good with Hull Breacher and Narset. If the Workshop came back, it'd be in the last 3 cards, which I have seen before. Thinking about Emery. Guess it's just Odawara. Oh, at some point, Voldange, yeah. Give him time to get settled and stuff first, of course. Yeah, mostly think about starting town versus Epic here. Currently, we're like a little short on playables, so I guess I'll grab the Epic here. God, the Candelabra looks like dog shit, too. Zerta does go infinite with Grim Monolith. Maybe that's a direction. Can't really do much with it, though, right? With the infinite mana. It's like, okay. Now what? I'm tempted by the Cradle. What breed? It's a little Chihuahua. A little white Chihuahua thing. Play the Emrakul? No. Maybe the Endstone. Yeah, we're like legit kind of short on playables. I guess we could main deck Skydiver and stuff. Consider him. Don't love him. Yeah, when we saw him in his kennel, he was like huddled on the very far back corner, just kind of shivering. And we didn't know if he was cold or nervous or what have you. But then when we got to meet him, he was very friendly and very chill. Had clearly been handled a lot. A puppy picture? I don't have a puppy picture. Not yet. We're picking him up tomorrow. And I say we, but my wife will be doing that while I'm streaming. I guess we just cut Candelabra and run it. This is a deck that could have used Workshops, I tell you what. I don't know. Workshops isn't even that good. It's good with the One Ring, it's good with the Relic. If you can pair those, then it's like just worth it, but kind of bad otherwise, huh? I think this deck might be a little slow for this cube, but that's okay. Still give it its fair spin, right? I think I'm supposed to play one more mountain. Because we have Sing into Stupor and Odawara in there. How's the bear taking the news? Oh, it was the bear's idea. I snap kept here. Mostly because Bombardiers is really good. The rest of the hand doesn't really make any sense. Very jealous of that Gleemox. Well, perfect. Wish I had a Gleemox. Oh, hey. I will take that. Stealing the Monolith would have given me an outlet for infinite mana, of course. I think Bombardiers is going to huck the Skydiver at their Construct. Make sure they don't get out of control. And the Saga's going to make, and they're going to tutor, and that'll be a 5/5. And if we Huck Zerta, it'll deal 5 damage, but that only works if they don't play out another artifact, right? So I'm a little nervous on this turn. Hey, stop Triflin. This deck I'm playing really could have used Retrofitter, huh? We've got Zerta. We've got Saga. No. They had the 1-drop artifact to make the construct a 6/6 here. Also plays really well with their Manifold Key. Oh, and the Snuff Out to answer the Bombardiers. Alright, well. I might just be borked, Tom. Let's run out Jar. Just pass turn. Hope they don't kill me too bad. And then we have a question of, do you run out the Zerta before you crack the Memory Jar, right? In case it draws you into infinite mana. Probably not. Opponent getting real cute over there. Yeah. Two ever drawing Metamorph and One Ring in the same bit here. I think we just Relic into it. Oh, we get 1 extra mana because of the Voltaic Key. Nice. Hey, thanks, Adman. Let them get their spin on. Yeah, we don't want to draw with the One Ring yet. Obviously, we're going to discard these cards, so just be filling up the graveyard. I'm less concerned about their construct, because now I'm going to have some stuff in the board. I'm a little bit worried about losing a lot of life to the One Ring, and then them also having the Smuggler's Copter to keep on applying pressure. So I don't know. I don't know how many cards I'm going to draw here, actually. Oh, there's also the Manifold Key. Yeah, the Manifold Key means that we're just dead, even though we've got blockers now, A little bit better than my Voltaic Key. I don't have a picture yet, Salty Rutabaga. We're picking them up tomorrow. This is the calmest little Chihuahua puppy I've ever seen in my life. When we saw it in the shelter, he was like back against the far wall and shivering, and we thought just like very nervous and anxious, you know, being the very anxiety-ridden places. And then when we got to spend time with him, he was just the calmest little dude. Immediately started licking my wife's face. I was like, okay, this guy might have just been cold. Not a very thick fur coat. Anyway, my wife is a huge dog person, so she is naturally very excited. Odawara is the one out. No, we've got the other land replacer, bouncer thinger. In terms of answering a construct, we've got a few answers. We could also kill them, depending on what we draw. She seems like a small dog person. Oh, because it's Chihuahua. It is by far the smallest dog that either of us have had before. Be a little amusing, because I'm kind of a big guy. I get to fulfill the big dude with a tiny little dog. Do we have a name picked out yet? Currently, we're leaning towards Conan. I think that might be influenced by the fact that we just watched the Conan the Barbarian director commentary. Well, we found an Odawara. It's useful. Opponent's at 11. Makes it hard to just kill them here. Crom's a great name. Director's cut. I don't know what the director's cut difference is. I was talking about the commentary. The director and Arnold go through the whole thing, and it's pretty great, actually. There's a large section of it that's just them like talking about how gorgeous the lady actresses are, for sure. But there's also these scenes where Arnold is. It feels like every time there's an action scene, Arnold's like, do you remember the time that the dogs? I didn't make it up the stones, and the dogs grabbed me and dragged me around. And there's like these huge, like snarling dogs that they had trained to chase him. It seems like it was a wild set. Like, I think Arnold's. I don't know if they would have shot that movie the same way today. There's a scene where he's like tied up and buzzards come to pick at him, and he like bites one's head off or something. And they had him bite a live bird. He's talking about how they were rinsing his mouth out with alcohol afterwards. I was like, why did they have him bite into a live bird? What is this? What is this movie? Yes, the Voltaic Key can give me another mana off Relic. It could also give me 3 more cards off the One Ring. I might value the mana more. Like, just play Planisphere here. Pass turn, see what they do. Hey, Leslin Singer, thanks for the sob. Appreciate it. Directors, commentators are such a beautiful relic of the past. They really are. That's like, I think one of the big things that I like about physical media is getting the commentary track. And then a lot of times they come with like making of documentaries and stuff that are kind of fun. Just like getting a bonus film, basically. I was kind of impressed with the amount of like thought and care Arnold had put into his role. It seemed like he really cared about Conan. Does Zerda work with Odawara the way you think it does? I think so, yeah. Odawara being an activated ability. So you'd just be playing 1 mana to Odawara. Nice. We were kind of hoping they would go with this construct win here. And they're going to tap themselves out. Perfect. Hey, sup, RoboClock? Do I have a picture posted anywhere of the dog? No, I have not taken a photo. We're getting them tomorrow. So by Tuesday, I guess we'll have photos and stuff. We were too busy, meeting him and stuff to take a photo when we met him. Hyper focused on Doggo. Oh, there's some blockers, huh? We're just firing it off. Sure. It's a bit of an issue, 2 blockers specifically. If I gotten the Zerta down last turn, actually, I'd be able to make one of the spirit tokens not be able to block, and we just have a Nice clean little win. So you can play the Hull Breacher, and then the loot off the blood token lets you bin the Echo, but then you only have, with your land drop, you only have 2 mana. And that's just not quite enough to make the Echo work. We do have this Cauldron. Does that do anything? Opponent doesn't have any abilities. Oh, what about Bombardiers? Does that work with Cauldron? Sacrifice another creature or artifact. I don't know if Boast is a... I don't have a picture, Hotcross. I'm sorry. So if we're sacking to Boast, like they blocked both 9/9s, they're taking 4 down to 7. Oh, but casting the Cauldron grows the hero token. I've never done Soul Cauldron and Boast before. That's cool. Oh, the hero token already has a counter, too. So they'd both be able to sack. Oh, man, this is plenty of damage. Let them block first before we start sacking willy-nilly. I guess I could have killed blockers too. This also works really well. Bombardiers, huh? What a fucking card. What a card. I can't believe I've never done that before. Put Bombardiers under a Grim Monolith. I do wish I'd taken that DAC earlier. I took the Bloodstained Mire instead. I thought it was kind of close. Outside chance it came back if nobody else was in blue-red. We could have actually moved the Planisphere around to spread some 1/1 counters around before we served. And gotten like 3 Bombardier sacks. Have I played the Helm combo in this cube? A few times, yeah. Played a Helm Mirror earlier. It was interesting. It was like, do you want to run out your Rest in Peace and maybe let the opponent use it? I don't know. I don't know about like this hand. I don't like this one either, but at least it has a Saga. God, they got multiple mocks in. We're pretty far behind here. They already have an artifact in play. They're activating the construct this turn. And there's Bowmasters plunking away. Yeah, you got it. This is not looking good for me, huh? Yeah, a bit too far to catch up there. I wonder if Mind Collapse should come in. Just one more thing. I'm a little bit worried about the old Echo plan with them having Orcs, but we do have Nullset and Breacher. I think I like Mind Collapse over Zerta. Infinite's infinite, though. Almost like True Names, Random Ass Blocker. It's hard looking at a deck that just has like no acceleration. It's like, do you mull this? Do you keep this? What are we doing? Okay, okay. Hell yeah, you little baboon. Yeah, I'm a fan. Clearly. Oh no, Van Wedge. I think I should have actually played Planisphere here and then just Monolith into Relic next turn. Similar curve, but you get like one more counter on the Planisphere. Ooh, hello. The Orcs cometh. In Magic Online, you cannot select tokens that you would like to use. No, that'd be sweet though. That'd be a cool little feature. Would adding that feature break Wall of Roots? I don't know. I've got a lot of faith in Daybreak. They actually fixed the Wall of Roots thing. Never thought that was going to happen. Oh yeah, I'm cashing in. You have no clue how they did that? Do you know what the issue was with fixing it, Darby? Well, they're getting my mountain. They're getting a Karn at the very least. Okay. So they're getting a Karn. I think I'm actually supposed to trade with a Construct here. If I trade with a Crab, then next turn their Constructs, they're both like making each other 4/4s. No, I'll trade with the Crab. Well, the Orcs are gone now. Should have held on to the land. I should have activated my Relic Come. What am I doing? How the underlying mana system was designed. It's a marvel Moto even works, mostly due to the passion of the devs. Yeah. You worked on Magic Online for a bit, right? But you're not a tech person. You're just on the managing what formats were around and that sort of thing. Do I have that right? The business lead for almost 2 years. That's it then, huh? Ooh. My bad, Daniel Talk time. I literally don't have a picture. I put it in the title because I was excited about it. But maybe I should have held off letting folks know. I brought much sadness to the realm with my lack of puppy photos. It's the delayed gratitude. I'm gonna serve everybody at the opponent except for the hero token, which is gonna attack Karn. And if they want to block the hero token, then they're no longer double blocking on Karnstruct, and they're going to 1, which I don't think they want to do. I was wrong. They're apparently very fine with going to 2 life. This track was in one of my top 5 played of 2025. What kind of dog? A tiny little Chihuahua puppy. Just the calmest little dude. So top's obviously a better card than Bobble, but I gave them top because it costs mana and time and investment and all that stuff. We're leaning towards Conan, my little fidget spinner. I guess I'll draw some cards, more cards first. Not Sir Puppington. No, has not been knighted. I guess we just pass, huh? So now they've got a 1 ring with a counter on it to deal with. And they can't draw with the 1 ring or the top on their turn because of the Narset. Was there a reason not to kill Karn? Yeah, more of my own blockers up, my own things. One of the ways that they can win the game here is by winning the game. Having my things up gives them less chances to do that. But they kind of have to, right? Don't they have 1 life? They got a 1 ring with a counter on it. Alright, opponent. I mean, I guess I took a pretty complicated turn the other game. Spinning top here is a really good sign for us. Because they can't draw into the top pile or anything. Just tying up their mana here. Saheeli could also answer the 1 ring, hypothetically. Well, that didn't end well. Yeah, I don't like that either. Maybe I'll mill Bombardiers for my Soul Cauldron. I did not do that. Okay. Guess we just pass. We did mill a 1 ring for the Emery. If Phillip Rivers can still throw touchdowns, think about what you can still accomplish in MTG. Are you calling me washed? Is this the most indirect way to call somebody washed imaginable? Jesus Christ. Think, Caleb, you still have value. How's the show? Acid Bath and High on Fire? It was really good. I'd been wanting to see Dax Riggs perform live since I was in high school, basically. Emery just getting exiled here. That's a fucking bummer and a half. Because if they kill the Emery, then we just put it under the Soul Cauldron. No problem. Our real question is, do we exile the Epic here for another trampoline damage? I think we do. One thing about getting the Metamorph down is if I do get to Karn down tick, I'll be like one more artifact chilling in play. Fair enough. Feeling my opponent's 4-drops a little better here. I think we just got a down tick too. Hell yeah, Balloon Brigade. I think Matt Pike is like a god, right? But not like a modern god. He's like one of those old gods who's like still like mostly human. Some kind of caveman god up there fucking just shredding. One of those pre-shirts gods. They hadn't invented shirts yet when they invented Mad Pike. Squirrel. Flip to Johnny does do damage because Comet's a red permanent. Kind of puts me in a tough little spot, doesn't it? Alright. Did I know that sliced bread was invented the year before the Great Depression? Coincidence? I'm not sure what you're getting at. Does sliced bread bum people out? Yeah, none of this makes sense to me, Kennel. Not really sure where we're going. Yeah. try that. Skydiver didn't look amazing when I drew it, but we did only see a small portion of their deck. And who knows? Maybe I'll have the mana to steal the One Ring the next time they play it. Iowa has a representative that's older than chocolate chip cookies. I feel like I read about the history of chocolate chip cookies recently. And the recipe was like either sold for a very small price or given away or something. It's cookies, bruh. It's just cookies. You think somebody... That's like one of those inventions that's just gonna happen, right? Chunks of chocolate in a cookie. One of those inevitable things. Oh, those Bulls of Bravik. Emery Millen, 4 non-artifacts. Sure, sure. Second Lava Spur Boots potentially gives Emery something to do later. I want to just pass with 3 mana up here. Kind of wonder what they're planning. Very similar to just letting them block, of course. You hope the puppy adjusts well. I think he's going to. Seemed like a chill little sweetheart. Staying at the shelter for 1 more day. And then we should be able to take him home tomorrow. Can't think of a reason to Monolith into Karn. Nodog. Deciding whether to kill Bombardiers or Karn. Yeah, makes sense. Get a little uptick here. My own Fury. I assume they give me the island. Sup, Key? Could just copy the One Ring. Have the One Ring protection. I was gonna have my own Fury. I think that's better. We got this One Ring nice and juiced up, could draw me 7 cards next turn. Yeah. That Bombardier's kind of like carried the early game, Popping white critters left and right. I think my current configuration is probably what the main deck should be. Maybe. I don't know. No, the Narset should be in. I just think the Mind Collapse should be in over the Zerda. Zerda not quite doing enough here. You think that Goblin's good? The Bombardiers? It's a pretty good Goblin, huh? Pretty good-ass card. Yeah, another land. Like if it was these 3 and then replace one of these 4 with a land, I'd be into it. I'm gonna go to 5 here. Echo could make up for our mulling to Oblivion. But then I have to bin 2 cards, and that's going to remove my ability to actually play the Echo. Do like this. Ace up John Palm. Alright, well, we got gobs of mana. We have temporarily answered their board. They're passing it back. We're going to hold on to the Skydiver and kind of hope they run out the One Ring. Maybe not now. Interesting that they just didn't, like, snap blow up my Monolith. I might have done that, but I guess I'm not doing anything with it. Caves of Chaos Adventure. Hate that for me. Alright, well, I guess we gotta play this Skydiver, huh? Initiative is so toxic, yeah. Pretty unpleasant that just, like, every deck has to be an attacking deck. They just flipped in a Johnny off the top. Well, we kind of need the One Ring, and none of these cards are the One Ring. We do have a Consider. I guess we fire that off. My mic volume's always the same, natives. Do you think the tunes are too loud? They look like they should be at the same level. That's a pretty strong nose there. It's a trap of thunderous proportions. Found a Pentad Prism, sure. So you can play out 2 critters here and get in with a hero token, smash in for 3. I think it's better to hold up the whole Reacher. Fine if all Reacher gets countered. Oh, we're all just jamming, sure. I am fine trading here. Like, I'm the one with the Soul Cauldron, right? It's an interesting trade choice. Because I can always re-equip the Astrologians, right? Huh, I have a response. So that's why they made that trade. It was because they thought they could just untap an Unholy Heat. It didn't work out for them, though. Yeah, this would have been a great league for Dacom. 1 Boros deck, two artifact mirrors. Peanut Noor. That's alright. I think for a $5 bottle of wine, I'm happy. Hard to be too upset with a $5 bottle of wine. Opponent just passing. Passing, hold reaching. Maybe they gotta draw 7 this time. Little bit of pressure. Next turn we can Karn down tick, equip, serve. Yeah, Relic looting here is a bad sign. Well, they're not looting, they're just making mana, sure. Well, good morning, Red. And to be clear, moderating's not a job. It is cool that people ping the Discord. The world would not end if the Discord was not unpinged. Both things are true. Great, you're gonna go down. No! Enjoy my stream, damn it!